Okay, so yeah, in the downtrend, yeah, but you can see it was soft. So we are in the downtrend on higher time frame, obviously, and now we're just interacting with this level, with this sell to buy zone on the weekly time frame. And if you refine it, you can refine it to a POI to certain levels you can take buys from on higher time frame. So it would be this one, but it was sold already, or for me, it would be this one. 50% of this is what is inefficient. Oh, wait, what? And that is a possible place to look for buys as well on higher time frame. And you see price nearly tapping into it. Oh, it's the other day. Okay. So as you see, let's go to 15 minutes. Let's see what happened during that week. All right. So, okay. So as you can see, we just cleared this higher time frame zone range, right? Right before clearing it, we transfer these orders from the lower low on higher time frame, meaning this guy, into this, inducing people to buy before we sell, right? So oh right, yeah, into this sell to buy, into this, and then this later on was transferred into this POI, or this wick on higher time frame. And you see it had a pretty huge reaction from that and respected that zone. So this for me would now be protected, right? We also had Wednesday. No, it was Thursday, okay, which is a reversal day for me. And what it tells you that it's gonna respect one day, right? You had 2 reversals on that day. And Friday usually respects. Thursday, it rarely sees both sides. It just continues pro trend from what Thursday does. So, okay, so we have order flow right here. Nothing crazy. And then we have this buy side liquidity as well. Okay. And this sell side liquidity right below it. Okay, so let's just play out the Asian range to see what Asian does, and I'll show you how to read Frankfurt price action and how to use Asian to pretty much anticipate what's gonna happen during Frankfurt. Okay. This is external. We also sub this that internal. It's 5 minutes, so it's not a small liquidity, okay? And we just made equal highs. Okay. So we just made equal highs. I'm not sure why. Okay, whatever. And let's just play it till Frankfurt open. So yeah. Okay, there's nothing here. This low is gonna get taken. That's for sure, because on higher time frame, this is efficient price action. The price will most probably respect or just give a reaction from, but this is liquidity point. This is lit on 5 minutes, right? So you might have a reaction from there and buy up from there. And if we look from an overall range, it's also in a super cheap pricing. But you see, on high time frame, we are bearish and we just swapped liquidity the previous day. So that pretty much tells you what's gonna happen. Also, you had this build up from both sides, right? And this simple AMD, right? You just have accumulation on higher time frame, and this was the manipulation. So you're naturally expecting this low to go now. naturally. Oh, we have 6 people, 7 people here. Okay, wow. So so you see, this was first sought first, and now it's most probably targeting this. So yeah, so this would just be an inducement for me to induce people go up, but it's all liquidity, all of it is to target now. And if you look from higher time frame, if you look higher, there's nothing above it. Yeah, in the future, I don't know where price is now, but in the future you'll have 100% direction of this. I'd say this, and you can take 50% and looking for sells here if price reaches this price level. That we'll see. Okay, so let's play it down. Okay. 2%. Okay. So you see, Asian sweeping, buy-side liquidity. What do you expect from that? Is super bearish London or Frankfurt. I only have 3 templates for Asian. I didn't share this in the Discord, guys, but I mentioned it on previous Zoom calls. I'll show it again. My Asian, either it's gonna be a build up, and it's gonna build buy-side liquidity, sweep something below during Asian even, but most usually it's happening on Frankfurt or London, and then it just sweeps up. Or so this is London Asian buildup, or you have Asian which sweeps liquidity, and then price continues lower. I mean, and then you can have a reaction of 50% of that. Let's say this is an Asian for you, and price will have like 50 reaction of 50%, or sometimes even 80%. Well, that doesn't happen that often. So there are only 2 templates that I can think of now that I use actively, and this is one of them. And you could have seen it in my reel that the Asian, that they also sub liquidity and just shoot down. So we are looking for sells now, and I'm trying to find an inefficient price action here. But you know, you can say this is inefficient on 1 minute, but then from the higher time frame perspective, this is super efficient. Okay, this whole box is super efficient. So there's nothing for price to seek here anymore. And you see, price is super efficient, like transferring orders super efficiently, leaving no momentum in it. So this is not what I would be looking for buys higher, for sells higher. But if price does sweep the Asian high and sweep this liquidity, then yeah, no problems with that. And the only thing I can see right here is this inefficient price action. This is the last buy to sell. So it would be this one, most probably, on 50% of this wick. Yeah. So this is a good place to sell from. And also this one above, right? Unless 2 places I can think of right now. So let's just play Asian, see what happens. Where's the play button? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, Asian sweeps the liquidity, taps into efficient price action into this order block, you could say. And all of this is efficient already. So I don't think it will tap into extreme or something. We can check on 1 minute later when the Asian session ends. Oh yeah. So, all right. So I mean, we can just zoom this out, zoom this in, so I can show you what's happening here. Right. So you see, all of this is efficient, most probably. I would take just the whole sell to buy zones, except for this one. This seems pretty weird. Yeah. Okay. So price is most likely respecting this, right? Yeah, so let's go back to 5 minutes. Wait, what? Yeah, okay. Yeah, and you see, you are having a clean reaction of that. So if this was Frankfurt open somewhere here, this would be a valid buy, super valid buy, even though you're looking for sells. And just try to buy to like 50% of the whole range, you know, or Asian midline, and then try to sell off there. Yeah, so let's just see what's happening. Yeah, and if you look at even though you have to mark out all the inefficiency, of course, to see where the market might be headed. This even on higher time frames is inefficient. But what I'm interested in right now, as I said before, 50% of the whole range, and then 50% of Asian range lines up perfectly. And wait, what was the whole range again? Let me check. Yeah, it was this, right? Okay, this is bad. And on the 50% price line, we have this guy right here. Okay. Which is inefficient. So you can take 50% of this as well as your POI. This is how I determine my POIs. I use inefficiencies for my point of interest and liquidity. So yeah, so we can just skip this and go straight to Frankfurt Open. You see, price is still inducing people to buy up. If you would buy on an inducement, yeah, but it would just be a short-term buy. So there's no problem with that. All pullbacks are inducement, basically. Okay, so let's go straight to Frankfurt. Okay, this is efficient on 5 minutes or 3 minutes. I explained it yesterday as well. If you have where's the dropping? If you have demand and then you have another demand, like this was the sell to buy, right? This was another sell to buy. And if you have another one that is like pretty much covering most of the areas right here, the price on higher time frame is efficient on 5 minutes. Oh, on 5 minutes, for example, it would just be a candle with wicks, you know, the wicks with another candle down with wicks, yeah, and then just a straight move up, and price wouldn't care about this area anymore. So that's why we are seeing just a small retracement to it, but not into 50% of the whole range here. All right, and if you wanted buys before, as I said, then this would be the call, right? Just on the mitigation or just on the engulfing, 50% of engulfing, whatever fits. Okay, and if you have any questions, just open your mic, or I have to move the chat somewhere. Just open your mic or just write a message. Okay, let's play it out. Let's skip to Frankfurt. Okay, this would be another possible buy entry for me. Would it? I'll check 5 minutes. Okay, let me go back 2 minutes right here. Let's check 5 minutes. Okay. Oh, okay. Even on 5 minutes, this is not efficient. Okay, I was wrong about this guy. Okay, so this would be a lit point for me with inefficient pricing right below. So on 1 minute, this looked like a good buy, but it's not actually. You would get smoked out. Yeah, see, this point for sure was gonna be taken out. You see, it happened to nothing. It's just in the middle of nowhere. But yeah, what I'm interested in is this guy. Is this low? But price could also, yeah, no, this low is liquidity. Was liquidity on 5 minutes, yeah. So we'll just, yeah, Yeah, you see, and price tap into the smallest imbalance 5 minutes, but not, okay, wait, let's just play it out to see. Okay. Yeah, so as you see, price just respected this 5-minute imbalance, but it never went lower, even though there's this huge imbalance on 1 minute, right? So yeah, so as structure, liquidity is fractal, even imbalance is fractal. Right, so what do we have here? We have this buy side liquidity. Yeah, oh, ESL. And you even have this weird thingy here. I don't see a reason for price to reverse here. Not a single reason, just a pullback maybe. But we'll see. Yeah. Price sweeping, buy side liquidity. You had a first break of structure, fake break of structure, I would say. Yeah. No, yeah. It's a first FPOS. Always the first break of structure to the opposite side or choke, whatever, is fake for me. Especially nearing my POI. That is what you call behavior of price action. It's not just your POI is not confirmed by only what's before it and right after it. So for example, liquidity and sweep of liquidity, but also how the price is reaching those points, right? So yeah, because if it was this simple, then you could have just predict the whole day. But what's happening before price reaches that level is important. And this actually tells me that there will be a reversal soon. This will be an inducement low for me, right? So I'll just mark it out. And let's see this is the 50%, right, of the 5-minute imbalance. So this would be IPA, 5 IPA. And see, and this would be the second one. But if I'm gonna trade from this, I'm gonna I'll want like 50% of this holding to sell from. Was it perfectly equal? Okay, and you see Asian was protecting this point for some reason, and even in Asian range, this would be a manipulation. So, and price was respecting this. So, I mean, this for me, this is how I confirm my protected highs and lows. And we swept nothing significant below it to hurt this. So maybe if price swept this low, then I would see a good reason for this to go, for this high to go, but not now. We swept nothing. We're just moving inside of a range. So see, we had a fake break of structure. We have our Frankfurt manipulation entry right here. I mean, I can just use this, right? Price induced people, manipulate down. POI. And yeah, so this was the manipulation, right? Wait, what? What is a wick block? And timing. Yeah. So you guys can see it clearly. This one, two, those two candles were the manipulation of Frankfurt, and we just want to buy from here, you know, and maybe try to go higher. So this would give us like 1, 2. Wait. Okay. Okay. I thought my Wi-Fi crashed. Okay, so this would give us like 1, 2, 3, and then we go higher because we are full TP 1 to 5.8.5. So let's just play it out. Okay, and price never tagged us in. So we are reaching our POI already, and we are reaching a point of a possible reversal already. So yeah. What day was the day before? It was Thursday. Yeah, so we had a reversal. Okay. So we just expect a bearish continuation of this. But yeah, so it reached our POI or 50%, and maybe you can even refine it to this. And with timing, it lines up with 50% of Asian range as well. So okay, POI, yeah. So we'll see. But we also had an engulfing, which would be a valid entry for me. But we'll wait. We'll wait for a mitigation entry at least. Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. So higher high, high low. Okay, so it even reached our refined POI, and what the? Yeah, so this was the last sell to buy. This was the 50%, and I think it was swept clearly. So on the seconds, yeah, so it even swept the imbalance on the seconds. And now what I do, I just wait for clear of this low as this lower low and try to buy a mitigation of it. Okay. And yeah, so and just 50% of engulfing is fine as my entry. And it would give us 2.3 pip stop loss, or you can put it above this high or even this high, like 3.4, and target the lows, obviously. As I said before, this was an inducement only. This low is liquidity. All of this is liquidity to be taken out. So I'll just put this here. Right, and let's play it out. Okay, and price never tagged us in. Okay. Wow. What I would do here, I would just wait for like a deeper retracement or at least 50%, try to sell from the 50%. But with this momentum, I don't know. Well, yeah. Yeah, so it's just, it keeps mitigating stuff. Right after this, yeah, you had price inducing people to buy up, right? Before this, so this would be our inducement, and SSC would call this a flip zone. So we could have entered from in a simple SNC way, just wait for mitigation of any of this and sell from that. So I mean, I sell here, but I don't really like this entry. And just try to buy from the sell from the mitigation, yeah, and even that doesn't tell us soon. Okay. Okay, whatever. This happens, and this happens. I see entries here. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm trying to use only what I have showed you guys. So we just go clear this liquidity. Obviously, we're inducing people to buy up. This would be an FBOS for me, and liquidity for future if price keeps going down. But in real time, what I like to do is when price clears liquidity or whatever on from the left and gives a fake reaction and like makes a fake choke or some. Oh, this wouldn't be a fake choke actually. Higher, lower, lower. Okay, so on seconds, this would be a structural point. Okay, and this would be the fake BOS actually. And what I do, I would just sell from it and see what happens. But yeah, and even this way could be inefficient for me. So I mean, I just put a sell here and stop loss above the previous high. Is it? And just hope for price to go lower. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. It even clears the wick. Some reason. So yeah, you could have had a mitigation entry. Of course, I want to put my break even early. You know, take partials as soon as possible, because in my trading plan is a really risky entry the only reason I'm doing this is because of the momentum price is giving us. But of course, if price goes above 50%, which would be this, I'd be happy to take a confirmation entry of that. So let's see. Yeah. Okay, seems good. Okay. And yeah, so you naturally are expecting a reaction from this, which you can sell from as well. Something like a fake break of structure and try to sell with that. But yeah, okay, so this week was all it gave us. And look at the lot, same thing. This was liquidity. Yeah, so I mean, you're gonna have a reaction of this most probably when price sweeps it. And yeah, let's continue. Yeah, see, this week is the reaction, but nothing significant. And our TP would be lower than this, or this is what I would do, because there's nothing on the left we can take reference from. Okay, let's go. Seems. Okay, mitigate the extreme of the wick. But you see, there is most probably a little bit of money sitting here, but no reason for reversal anymore. And as you can see, price is giving us a fake POS, which I would be happy to sell from, but you could have even waited for this high to be taken maybe, and try to sell off of this sell to buy to sell. But I think it's this guy gonna be taken out. Yeah, okay, so yeah, it is what it is. And then we clear the lowest point of the year, so there's nothing to do here. Let's just skip this all and jump straight to New York. Oh, this is London Open. Okay, so let's just play it a bit. Yeah, okay. So this momentum is crazy. This high would be my liquidity point in the future to look for a reaction from, as it induced people into the wrong direction. It would be an inducement high for the future. But you know, price just too bearish. Was this the day? Oh no, it was way before. So if you wanted to go super risky, then you can start looking for trades above 50%. And from a structural perspective, right, this would just be a downtrend, lower low, just as a perspective, nothing crazy. And there's no reason for price to sweep this